You're watching Ned the Dead and Doc Moreau. Check out their stuff at nedthedead.com.
Roll it!
What's up? Hey everybody, Ned the Dead here. How are you people tonight? Hopefully the world is well with you. It is with me, and if it is with me, it could be with you. But when it is with you, it always is with me. You get any of that? Well, if you get that, you might be able to get Laser Mission? Laser Mission is our movie. I know. I act like I don't know. And they all go, no, you really don't know, Ned. Here's the person that knows. It's Doc Moreau, his movie lore. Tell us, Doc.
Why does Laser Mission suddenly get better every time an action sequence kicks in? Its director, Bo Davis, had a long career as a stuntman. That's why. Well, that, and star Brandon Lee being the son of martial arts legend Bruce Lee. Tragically, Brandon was killed at the age of 28 in a gun accident on the set of The Crow. His father died at an early age, and some say there's a family curse. Well, get this, the gun had been loaded with blanks and wasn't even aimed at Brandon at the time. The lore loves his co-star Ernest Borgnine. In 2007, he was the first Best Actor Oscar winner to still be alive on his 90th birthday. Known for his TV hits McHale's Navy and Airwolf, Borgnine also appeared in countless films like the original Poseidon Adventure and John Carpenter's Escape from New York. In 1966, on the premiere of the Hollywood Squares game show, he was the first center square. And for 30 years, as the Grand Clown, he marched in Milwaukee's Great Circus Parade. Dishy Debbie Monahan may be most memorable for the low-cut blue dress she rocks in Laser Mission, but some might remember her as the girl who got killed in an episode of Seinfeld. Oh, and if the theme music reminds you of Mark Knopfler of Dire Straits, that's actually his brother, David Knopfler. You've been lured. Ned?
There you go, everybody. That's Doc Moreau's movie lore. He knows all, he sees all, he tells all. Unfortunately, he touches all. And that makes it very uncomfortable to be with him here in the booth. Let's go check out the flick tonight, everybody. I guarantee good times. It's a good one. It'll hold your interest, and you can judge the glory. Roll it, Lester, or what?
of the night, where you hear the silent scream. He only knows where he is going to.
I once knew a girl who maureened very loud.
Beats like a hammer, like the backbeat of a drum. And the fire
Pull!
and he knows he don't belong, but he must be strong. He's a mercenary man. Mercenary man. Mercenary man. Yeah,
May I introduce you to your Master of Ceremony, Ronald Sotheby.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight is truly a marvelous occasion for we, a select, privileged few.
Hey, wasn't he that guy on Frasier?
You watched Frasier?
Oh, I was a big fan of Eddie, the little dog. Oh, he was so smart.
To witness the unveiling of the most precious and the largest diamond to come from the continent of Africa.
Let me see.
Goody,
Let me see.
goody,
Let me see.
goody.
Let me see.
Me,
Let me see.
Larger than the hope, more spectacular than the column. Measured at 526 carats.
That's a lot of carrots.
They better keep him away from the wabbits.
It is a great pleasure to present to you the Verbeek diamond. And now, what better way to mark this festive occasion than to salute it with a bottle of champagne?
This is one weird party.
What is this, Gotham City? Is the penguin stealing the diamond?
Michael Gold, American. Are you here for pleasure or business, Mr. Gold?
A little bit of both, you might say.
What kind of business do you do?
People management and conduct behavior modification.
That sounds very interesting and dangerous work.
Let's put it this way. I'll always have a job.
Trouble is, are you always able to do the job?
You wouldn't happen to know where I could get a good Cuban cigar, would you?
You Americans, with your sense of humor, it kills me.
Another time.
Yeah, the fire still
Mind if I sit, Mr. Braun?
Oh, no, no. That's it. It's a free country. Actually, we have found it. Who are you? And how do you know me?
My name is Michael Gold. I represent a group of concerned citizens of the United States. Sir.
Oh.
You're fond of birds.
Yes. Yes, I have an affinity for them. My daughter works...
What?
What a strange approach. What do you want, young man?
We want to help you.
The Americans, you mean? And how much are they willing to pay?
You want money?
Americans always seem to think that people want money.
Yeah, give me some. Give me more.
There are other things.
Such as?
Freedom?
Ah, freedom. Your people will keep me locked up for years. And while they pick my brains, the Star Wars program grows. And I will make my contribution to destroy mankind. No, thank you. I want to build, not destroy.
You have special talents and abilities, sir. Your research can't fall into the wrong hands.
It will not. It will be all here.
Exactly. And we want to keep it there.
Are you acquainted with theoretical physics?
No. I specialized in recess and girls.
Ah, very funny. But you see, I want to stop dreaming about fire from heaven and melting men. Lasers.
In America, you could write your own ticket. I guarantee
it. Then I think we can talk.
Aren't they talking already?
Next time we talk with Swedish accent.
Yeah.
I'll take your request back to my employers. I'm sure they'll say yes.
Do not be too long, my boy.
What?
Old age.
Expect your cooperation, Professor.
Nine.
Huh? Wrong number?
10, 11.
¿Cómo está?
Muy bien, comprendo.
So sorry to wake you like this, Mr. Gold. You look a little lost.
Oh, I'm fine.
Fine. You're in prison, Tuvarish. The People's Court has found you guilty of crimes against humanity.
Did he say the People's Court?
I guess we know where Judge Wapner wound up. Wapner!
I don't remember a trial.
You were asleep. He whispered.
What charges?
Treason, espionage. The death penalty.
Hanging?
Execution is at dawn tomorrow. We will say goodbye there. Unless...
Unless what?
No, you're not the type.
Forget I mentioned. What's the offer?
Television. A life appearance. To tell the world you're a spy working for America.
I don't work for America.
No.
I work for money.
In a socialist state. A present from the King of Belgium, 1907.
Blade needs sharpening.
Oh, he's so brave.
And he's so lame.
Don't try to be funny to me, Michael.
I won't snivel in public.
Professor.
You should only be concerned about tomorrow morning. Rest well, Mr. Gold. Ha ha, they're going to cut off your head, mañana.
Schneller bitte, komm. Beide Seiten gleich schon. Schaff nicht nur in der Mitte, auf beide Seiten. Schneller bitte, komm.
Aquí, Yankee. Get back.
Guy's got some anger issues.
They started it.
No, they were full of vodka for the party.
Get him, Brandon.
Come on. Hey, everybody, we're back on the Old Dead the Dead show. It's Doc Moreau. What do you say, Doc?
Hi, what kind of gun just shoots smoke?
I don't know. A smoke pistol. It's a better. That's actually the kind of gun I want to have be shot at me. You know what I mean?
1989. We're not likely to get a more recent movie than this.
No,
ever.
that's right. Come on into the booth a little more. He's, where is your mark? We gotta move your mark over. Look at this. Oh, wait, it didn't look like I was moving your mark. It looked like I was your boyfriend, Mark. Oh, sorry about that. Only kidding there. I don't know what. Don't do that now. Don't do that. You know what I love? I like anything with a guillotine where there's a pile of watermelons near the guillotine. Did you see that?
Oh, they blow up real good.
What is that? Why are they there, though? Who would, what, before guillotining, you gotta chop up some fruit with it before you hack some heads off? You know what I'm saying? Hey, I believe we're gonna have some interesting, anytime you have our friend Ernie Borgnine in this, baby, and he has to do an accent, that is all good, baby. It is all good. Do you know what I mean, dear? I do not know what that is. All right, let's get back to the movie.
Now, for every kid who has ever seen a science fiction movie, thrilled to the amazing strength of an out-of-this-world movie monster, comes Great Garloo by Marx. Garloo the Mighty. Garloo the Untamed. Garloo the Terrible. Who can stop him? Who can control this monstrous creature? You can, kids, because Great Garloo by Marx is yours to command. With these battery-operated controls, you can make Garloo go, stop, bend, pick up, turn. Yes, Great Garloo, almost 2 feet tall, will be your faithful servant. You name it, you're the boss. Bring out-of-this-world excitement into your house, kids. Own the most fantastic toy of all. Great Garloo by Marx.
M-A-R-X spells Marx, world's largest toy maker.
Hey, everybody, we're back on the Old Dead the Dead show. Doc Bro, what's going on? Stop that, would you?
I miss the Cold War, don't you?
Oh, I do.
Fake accents and disguises.
Well, in this case,
it was good fun.
In the accents, I'm not quite. You guys are going to witness some really good accents in the upcoming segment. I mean, it's kind of like, what exactly is the plan here? It's very hard to determine exactly what nationality we're talking about. And, you know, it's kind of that cosmic multinationality. I kind of consider myself like that. I'm a man of the world. I mean, I think in many ways, I mean, trace my accent down. It's got a little bit of that. It's got a little of the Serbian. It has a little bit of the Mexican. It has a little bit. I've got the Spanish, the Costa Rican. I have a little bit of the Scandinavian, a little Rhinelander, a little Macville. That's exactly right. Brothertown, a horrible dose of Brothertown. It's very like some Shawano, on the south side of Shawano, though. All right, everybody, let's head and go check it out, shall we, Malenge? Let's go enjoy, or what?
A complete and total failure. You lost Braun. You don't know where he is. You don't know who got him. What didn't you do wrong? I didn't get killed.
Hold it. Just cut the dialogue, Gold. You got lucky. Especially considering that this is the first assignment you've had for this office.
You told me to contact Braun, ask him his price to defect, and report back. I did my job. Pay me and let me get the hell out of here?
Is that Jesse Ventura?
G. Gordon Liddy?
Spiro Agnew?
No. You didn't tell me who he was or why he was so important. You people blew this operation from the start.
Braun is perhaps the world's leading expert in laser weaponry, and his presence in the Kavango means that the Soviet bloc is planning some sort of laser mission.
Wait a second. Did he say laser mission?
Planning some sort of laser mission.
He did. Hey, kids, new deal on the Dead the Dead show. If somebody in the movie actually says the title of the movie, you get to do this. And 2 for flinching.
Why didn't you tell me this before?
You still would have it up.
You and me, anytime.
That's enough. We didn't tell you, Michael, because you're a freelancer. Freelancers have a nasty habit, changing sides.
I don't.
We don't know that. He's right. For all we know, you've already shot Braun to the highest bidder.
That didn't happen.
Prove it.
How?
Bring him back.
Are you insane? That's a suicide mission. I'm a wanted man in Kavango. They want to cut my head off.
They got company.
Let's say I get him back. What's in it for me? I want more than just a boost in my CIA credit rating.
$1 million. Anybody could have Braun now. He's got a very dangerous mind. We need him under our control or dead.
I like the old man.
You like $1 million better.
Yeah, and I'd like to be able to sleep nights without worrying about some terrorist group shooting airliners out of the sky with lasers. I'm telling you, I want Braun on a plane to Washington, or I want him on a slab.
I'll do it. But not for you. And not for the money.
Come on, you're only in it for the money.
No. The old man wanted to go to America, and I gave him my word that he would. You're just a government flunky, Calloway. I don't know why I expect you to understand that.
Fair enough. Contact his daughter, Alyssa. She's a doctor of veterinary medicine. She's in Kuwana.
And she's KGB.
You know, you guys really know how to win friends and influence people.
Who writes this crap?
Let's just see who gets to him first.
We're approaching the drop zone. Stand by. Hit it! Por favor.
me.
Attention! You man! What do you just see?
Who fell out of the tree?
Wrong! What do you just see?
Nada, El Capitan!
Correct.
What language are they speaking?
That's English with a bad accent, otherwise known as Mission Impossible Ease.
What is your name?
Manuel, El Capitan!
Manuel. I remember that name. Where's your sergeant, Manuel?
I am the sergeant.
What will you tell your superiors about all this?
Nada, El Capitan, nada.
Good work. Whose jeep is that?
Ours, with
Whose jeep is that? What jeep? That's the right answer, You have potential, Manuel. You man, take this off the jeep. Attention!
What we gonna do without our jeep?
What jeep, you loco?
These have to be the dumbest soldiers ever.
But she is so turned on right now.
I'll take your best room.
That will be the presidential suite, 1,000 kwanzas a night.
Just Billy Cuban government.
When you are gone, maybe you can make some money.
You say he was headed towards Luanda.
See, Comrade Colonel.
See, Comrade Colonel.
He is a great fool. I have a job for you two. And when it is done, I shall pluck out Mikhail Go's eyes with my fingers.
You're right, violence really does it for her.
And he wants her to spank him this time.
Good boy, yes. You're hungry, huh? Stephen, make sure he gets his 25 cc's of penicillin, okay? Okay. I'll check on him tomorrow.
How you doing? I like a girl who knows how to handle a big snake.
Miss Braun, I need to talk. I was the last person to see your father before he vanished.
Michael Braun.
At your service. Go ahead, call him. Don't expect him to help you find your father.
Your photographs don't do you justice. Meet me tonight at 9, the Neon's restaurant. And wash your hands first.
You won't recognize me.
Yeah, I will.
Hey, everybody, we're back on the Old and the Dead show. What do you think, sir?
You know, one of my favorite Mission Impossible episodes, not only are they speaking in their German accents or whatnot,
right?
Peter Graves was a Swedish scientist.
Yeah.
That was a riot. And I can appreciate that because I used to tell a mean Svenanoli joke.
Hey, I've had a couple of them myself. Usually
Dialect humor.
Yeah, usually they have involved moose. There was some horrible, I'll tell it to you during a break. It's not something we could use. They had something here that I had to actually write it down because I loved it. They described the lady and they said, she's in Kuwana, she's a director of veterinary medicine, and she's KGB. No, not that much going for her. She's in, she's like everything. What is she also knits lovely sweaters. She's doing a cooking show. She dances on weekends at Centerfolds. That is, as do you. Last time I went to Folds, Doc Moreau was performing there. Very unusual. One of the few times when they asked the performer to put stuff on. Well, you know what I'm saying?
I am a doctor.
You're right, yeah.
Don't worry about a thing.
And clearly there was an experiment occurring, a horrible, let's just say there were things that were awry. Let's get back at it. Get.
Coca-Cola has the taste you never get tired of. Always refreshing. That's why things go better with Coke after Coke after Coke.
Hey, everybody, we're back on the Old the Dead show.
I thought I went deaf for a minute.
How you doing, my friend? I don't think the auditory sense is going to be the problem for you. You know what I'm saying? I don't think of all the senses. I don't think it's the sense of hearing that's going to be a problem. Here on the old show. Oh,
there's a front moving in.
Thank goodness there's force. How many senses do we have? Get off your knees. Knave, get off your knees. How many senses are we born with here? How many? 3 senses? Right? The sense of touch, the sense of sight, the sense of hearing. Whatever. Oh, we're sorry, friends. I don't know what happened. Every once in a while, things get a little crazy. Here we go. We're going to be back on Super Accent Theater coming up. There's going to be some really nice stuff here coming up. I know you're going to enjoy it. You stick with us, everybody. You ready to go? You're ready, aren't you? All right, you can bail. All right, everybody, let's get.
I'm not going to recognize this gold.
Yes, you will.
What if we touch the wrong hombre?
They're gonna kill him anyway, and we get the reward. You gonna recognize this gold when you see him.
Uno, dos, tres, vado chingón!
Primera clase, Manuel. Primera clase.
An entry. Inform the colonel at once. Devati. Devati.
I want every available man to cover 365 Limpopo Street. Push on! Push on!
Caramba!
Give me outpost 1.
Base to Outpost 1. Come in, please. Colonel, Outpost 1 does not answer my transmissions.
I will go there myself.
Muchas gracias, madre. Número uno.
You idiots! Go to see the professor's apartment! Move! Quickly! Come on, come on!
I just dropped in to say bon appetit.
Oh, boy.
So, tell me, why should I trust you?
I'm someone who wants to help you find your father.
My father? I think that my father's dead.
That's possible. But I'll find out if you'll help me.
When I want to flirt, I'll tell you.
All right. Alyssa, I'm going to find your father.
That's if they don't kill you first.
That's my problem.
Yeah, well, it's my problem too if I help you.
Did he discuss his work with you?
No. We talked about birds and music, life.
And, like boys and parties?
Totally.
Yes.
Never about his work.
Who would he have discussed his work with?
Professor Rice, perhaps? His colleague and his closest friend.
All right. Where do we find this Professor Rice?
We?
We're partners, remember?
Oh, am I worth 100,000 kwanzas too?
I never put price tags on women. It's much more fun taking them off.
Some things come off very easily.
Hey-o!
Such as?
Such as your head if you don't stick to business.
Let's go find Professor Rice, shall we?
Oh, such a gentleman.
My, what a tasteful dress.
I can't taste it.
What happened, Professor?
Professor, please, where's my father?
Braun. Skeleton. Look for. Braun.
I was right. My father's dead, just like him.
I think your father's alive. And I know just where to look for him. Come on. Come on.
Where'd she get a gun?
She's got a gun?
Let me guess. Just in case you meet a charging rhino?
No, Berettas are only good for killing men.
You drive.
Sorry.
In the violence of the night, where you hear the silent scream, he only knows where he is going to. There's like a dream within a dream. His heart beats like a hammer, like the backbeat of a song, and the fire burns.
Looks like we got company.
And he knows he don't belong, he must be strong. He's a mercenary man. Mercenary man. I'll get with the ring. Yeah, mercenary man. Mercenary man. Turning wheels within a wheel.
Yeah, that was brilliant. Now slow down.
I never slow
Need that, Nick.
This way!
Oh, this way!
Sergeant? You are no sergeant. You are a woman.
Loco, I have always been a woman.
I know now. Un momento, señorita.
Nice shot!
learn to drive like that?
Long story. Very long story.
Well, we got nothing but time.
Hey, everybody, we're back. What do you think, Doc?
This may be Bill Clinton's favorite movie, for all I know, because it features the blue dress very prominently.
Yes,
And
sir.
good news, she wears it for the rest of the movie, except when she's not.
That's even better news. You know what I mean? Hey, I love the fact that they actually use the term hombre. You don't really hear that with the H pronounced, you know what I mean? And here's one of my favorite things. So far they're speaking what I believe to be Spanish, right? I mean, I'm guessing.
Russian, German,
whatever. Yet they come in and they're gonna surprise the people outside the door, right? They're gonna break down the door. So they get to the door and they go, 1, 2, 3. What happened to those trace there? You know what I'm saying? Not quite understanding.
There's a lot of that. There's some poor guy later on in the movie that should have kept his mouth shut.
No, I know, I agree. All right, everybody, well, it's goofy, but it's fun, and that's what we're here for, everybody.
Can you say hombre again?
I can say hombre. You're one dangerous hombre, man. You're a dangerous hombre. Go now. Vamos.
I made it! I snuck off with Coco's cacao beans, which put the chocolatey flavor in Kellogg's Cocoa Krispies and make them good for breakfast and for snacks.
Me, Coco, you lion. That Cocoa Krispies taste like chocolate milkshake.
Only crunchy. Hey, hang on to your Cocoa Krispies and don't give up the ship, neither.
Hey, everybody, we're back on the old Never Dead show. Doc Moreau, I'm Never Dead. Tell a story, Doc.
Well, I have an Ernest Borgnine story that didn't make it into the lore.
Here we go.
Did you know he once married Broadway diva Ethel Merman?
No, sir.
They were married.
Who's Ethel Merman? Oh, no, I know. Go ahead.
There's no business
I
like
know.
show
I just
business.
wanted you to do that. Go ahead. All right, maybe I didn't want you.
Well,
Go ahead, keep on.
On their honeymoon, it became apparent to her that because of McHale's Navy, he was more famous than she. And boy, he didn't hear the end of it. 31 days later, he took his suitcase and put his hat on and said, "Madam, bye."
That was it, 31 days?
Yeah, and then she put a chapter in her autobiography about it, consisting of one blank page.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Now that's classic. Ethel Merman, you know, some of those ones, like who was the, what was her name? Some of those old nasty ones, they had some fun though.
They call them divas for a reason.
Oh yeah, baby. All right, everybody, let's head around out and enjoy Small Town Steve.
Ooh.
Steve?
Thanks a lot, fellas, and I'm glad to be back on the show. I'd like to thank Richard and Irita Bentley for showing me around the Gas Lake Bean Fest last weekend. It was a real blast. My favorite part of it, I think, was hanging out on the balcony of the backyard gazebo, enjoying the belching bean breeze as it blasted from out from under the canopy of the bacon area. I ate my share of those beans, I can tell you that. Ruthie Poota's bum bomb's the only thing making it bearable. That one's gonna itch when it dries. So anyways, if you're wondering just who the heck is Dick and Irita, well, I'll tell ya, they're just a couple of good-time small-town folks, that's who. Back to you, Ned. And remember, keep that tip up and stay off the crack.
Hey, everybody, Small Town Steve, everyone. What do you think?
Wow.
I know. We always look at each other like, well, whatever.
Can I say?
You know what? We like him, but we really don't like him because he's such a good-looking dude that we like what he stands for. But in terms of a guy, no, we really he's a little too good-looking for us. He makes us feel jealous, I guess.
What was that for?
Slug bug, baby. It's a VW. Flinching, too, loser.
Where to?
We're heading south, towards your father, away from this country.
I don't suppose there's time to change clothes, huh?
Oh, don't even think about it.
We kind of like that dress.
No, they'll have our apartment staked out.
Let me ask you something. Do all your dates wind up like this?
We should reach the border by dawn.
Just what I thought.
Behold my prize. You see its beauty.
Like all of your trophies, another monument to bloodshed.
Not so. You too are one of my prizes. And I took you without bloodshed.
I am sorry to spoil your record.
Bloodshed has been your life's work as well. Just more sophisticated.
I have put that life behind me.
You will do what I tell you.
If I would not work for the Russians, what makes you think I would work for you?
I don't give you other choice.
I would rather die.
Die? Professor, come, I show you something. So. Before you kill yourself, think of this room and your daughter in it.
What kind of monster are you?
Pleasant dreams?
Not really.
You were asleep for a couple hours. We're almost there.
There where?
The border to Namibia, where your father is.
What makes you so sure?
Remember what Rice said before he died?
Yeah, he said...
Look for broad skeleton.
Right. And just south of here is the most miserable, burning, parched stretch of God-forsaken desert in the world. The natives call it Skeleton Coast.
You always take me to such fun places. They're gonna see us coming.
Yes. And they'll have been warned about us.
Well, isn't there any other way across?
Not unless we can fly.
What about if we wait until nightfall and then hit them?
Clock's running out. There's no time. You drive. Talked about it on a map.
How far is it from here?
It's about 400 miles, give or take a few.
Give or take a few?
Come on.
Glad I wore my heels. So what's for dinner?
Sand.
Actually, you're looking pretty good today.
You know, your sense of timing is terrible.
I didn't mean it as a man doll. I meant it as a meal.
Oh. Well, you're too tired to try and kill me anyway.
This is true.
Can I ask you a personal question?
We'll be dead by morning. Sure, go ahead.
You carry a gun, and you're not afraid to use it. You can outdrive the best of them.
Would you just get to the personal question?
Who are you, and who are you working for?
I'm Alyssa Braun. Who do you think I am? I'm hot, I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I'm thirsty, and I'm walking around in these high heels all day, and I have blisters on my feet. And quit asking me such stupid questions, all right? And let me tell you something else, Buster. You're not my idea of a dream date.
Hey, everybody, did you see that VW bus? Go ahead. Oh! Did you? Because, you know, that is probably the most active VW bus I've ever seen. Go ahead. Go ahead. Ow! The most, you know, I'll tell you what, because a VW bus, fine. A VW bus is fine. Oh! You know, the problem with them is they were stupid then, but it's a VW bus for God. Ow! Cut that out. That is, I hate that. And friends, it's slug bug. It's not, what do they call it? Punch dub? What is that? We all know what it is. It's slug bug. And it's a bug, not a Scirocco or a rabbit or whatever. It's a damn bug, right?
And so.
Right? That's right. I mean, all this punch dub, whack slap, you know, crack blast, whatever they want to call it. I don't think it's crack blast. I think that's a situation that occurred here earlier in the studio. All right, everybody, let's get back. Get the heck out of here. Punch dub, slapjack.
New Super Comet with chlorinol 3. It gets out stains when other leading cleansers can't. Tough, greasy food stains like these. I'll sprinkle another cleanser and new Super Comet and wait a minute. Now, see what happens as I rub? Comet's removing the stain. Yep. Comet gets out stains when other leading cleansers can't. Use new Super Comet.
Hey, everybody, we're back on the Day of the Dead Show. What's up, Doc?
Thanks a lot.
What's that?
Ethel Merman and Ernest Borgnine were married for 32 days.
All right.
Thank you, world.
All right, everybody. Now, if you guys know, we got a Facebook page that is very, very active. You go to the Ned the Dead Show, you get on Facebook, search the Ned the Dead Show, go ahead and become a liker of us or whatever. Isn't that what it is? You gotta like us. You know, like them. And if you have anything about Farmville on your page, you're out. You are out. If you're collecting trollops, or if you're, you know, growing squash, or if you've done any ridiculous Farmville crap, you're out, okay? But otherwise, come on over. Now, we've been asking a you're in Farmville, aren't you? Yeah, Doc Moreau, he pulled a squash and is offering it to his friends. You know, what is that? Get rid of that. All right, but Bejeweled Blitz, have at it. Son of a buck, man. All right. Here we go. We've been asking questions on our Facebook page. All right, and what we're going to do is when we come back, we'll go watch this part of the movie, and we'll come back and we'll share with you some of what we did on the Facebook page. And I'll tell you what, we've been asking a lot of questions and are getting a lot of whacked out answers. So go watch the movie, and you can come back and you can enjoy what we got going.
I'm glad you brought your laptop.
Yeah, this is, and then I'm going to have to put my glasses on, which is going to be really upsetting.
That's upsetting.
Right. Okay, everybody, let's go.
We will head south, so that Comrade Eckert and his men can do what they do best. Remember, whoever brings me Mikhail Gold gets the reward. The woman goes to you, Eckert, regardless.
Be a pleasure, comrade. Hello. Hey, my hands are empty. We come as friends, not foes.
We're just
I know you are.
How do you know?
News travels fast, even in the desert. I hear there's a certain Mr. Eckhart and some of his friends are real anxious to talk to you. So much so that he's willing to pay a price.
Well, if you know all that, then you know that we need your help.
We'll pay you. We'll do anything.
Hold on there, Missy. I don't fancy having anything to do with Mr. Eckhart. I do quite well scratching for diamonds out here.
Well, then you'll help us?
If you just help us get to a civilized area.
We'll sleep on that tonight. We're quite safe for now. We'll talk in the morning.
Good night, Grandpa.
Good night, John boy.
You.
Michael?
Hmm?
Sorry for losing my temper earlier.
It's all right.
Oh, man, they even scooped the camel poop.
Where's the miner? I thought he said that he was going to help us.
Maybe he helped you already, and I just don't know about it.
You think it's safe? Hey, listen. I'm sorry for being so difficult earlier. It's just that I'm scared and I'm worried about the professor and...
You mean your father, right?
Yeah, my father. Look, I'm trying to apologize. What do you want me to do? Get down on my knees?
Hey-o.
That would be nice.
Maybe yelling was a bad strategy.
Not very ninja.
No.
Let's get out of here.
Ew. Where'd the sword come from? He didn't have a sword.
It's okay. The movie doesn't have a plot.
Oh.
This is like a nightmare.
Well, at least we're out of danger now. Damn it! Where's the horse? You want to give me a hand or help me find a horse?
Well, exactly how would you like me to do that?
This is not my day.
Well, look at it this way. Things could be worse. At least we're in this together.
You know, somehow I failed to find that reassuring.
Do you think he's one of them?
Sometimes you sure ask stupid questions. I want you to keep going towards that horizon.
Yeah, but what
Just
if
go. Go. All right, who do you work for? I dare you to do that again. Now, you were about to tell me who you work for.
Eckhart. Dieter Eckhart.
All right. Who is he?
Very dangerous man. Hunter, tracker, soldier of fortune. You name it, he buys, sells, trades.
Where do I find this Eckhart?
He comes from little Austria, a place called Swakop. Ask anyone.
Hey, Gold! I got the horse!
I knew our luck was going to change. What are you doing?
I'm helping you!
Let's get out of here. Beat him and park him around the corner.
You Americans, very funny.
Good day, sir.
Good day to you.
Lady,
Hello?
what can I do for you?
Well, my wife and I were thinking of going on a safari.
What a splendid idea.
We were wondering if you could recommend a guide for us.
not out of hand, but I will find one.
Well, what about that guy that, what was his name? What?
Eckhart?
Yes.
Oh, no. Eckhart, he has retired.
Oh.
I'll go tonight and see what I can find under cover of darkness.
And until then?
Hello? My wife and I have been on the road for some time. How long would it take you to have a suit pressed? Yeah, a dress as well. 3 hours? Could you make that 5 hours?
Boing.
Thanks.
Yeah, go. Hey, everybody, we're back here on the Old Dead the Dead show. What do you think, man? Oh, it's warm in here, I know.
Love scene.
Unbelievable love scene. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and here's the way they looked at each other at the beginning of the love scene. It wasn't very loving. It was like this.
Yeah.
Kind of angrily. Yeah. And then she looked back. And there was none of the, because see, if it's a love scene, now to me a love scene, here would be the look. Let's say that I'm about to engage in the love scene. It would be one of these things. See, that's my look of love right there, right? You know what I'm saying here? Because it's like this. Let's say that she and I, and that's presuming, in your case, it would be with a she, wouldn't it? Would it? All right. Yeah, let's say, I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. You're such a big guy. I love you. All right. So let's say the woman and I, and I'm going to turn and look at her, and I'm going to make it apparent that I wish to enjoy the loving. Here we go. This will be the look right here. Don't you think? And the look that he gave was more like this, like kind of a stern, and like this. Let's have some loving. And for me, it would be like, loving. Wow. Sorry, wait, I love. Isn't that? It's almost exciting for you, isn't it? If I look at you,
Maybe it depends
like
on what of them
here.
had for lunch.
Oh no, here, look at
And if one was
here's
on
the
their
look.
mark or
Just
not.
tell me if you don't find this attractive. Here we go. No. You back it off for. Don't act crazy now. All right, here we go, everybody. I had to put my old man specs on. Here we go. And let me tell you, they get a lot. Oh, I guess we're almost out of this. All right, don't worry. No, give it back. Give it back, freak. All right, we're gonna go. We'll come back and we'll do our Facebook stuff. We'll get out of here and do what we gotta do. I just got, once again, let's give the look of love. Here we go, down and then up. Remember, this is, we want the love. And here you go on 3. Here we go, look down and 1, 2, 3.
Nothing upsets a pickle lover more than a dull, soggy pickle. Pickle lovers always insist on the proud pickle. Heinz. No compromise, no shortcuts, no soggy pickle. Heinz stops at nothing to give you a pickle that tastes the way no other pickle does. Crisp, full-bodied, savory. That's what makes Heinz the proud pickle. If you were the best tasting pickle, wouldn't you be proud?
Hey, everybody, we're back on the Old Dead the Dead show. Doc Moreau right here, Dead the Dead right here. All right, let me say a term, one of the most now despised and hated things on the face of the earth. It's the vuvuzela, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think out there? It's like a horrible bee infestation. If you're not familiar with the vuvuzela, I believe you are, though. The vuvuzela is, of course, that ridiculous-sounding thing that the freaks in South Africa were blowing during the World Cup. Don't worry, during the World Cup, and it was that crazy, incessant buzzing again. And then, you know, to make matters worse, the excitement of the soccer compared with the, boy, it was riveting. All right, so here was the question on our Facebook page, which is the Ned the Dead Show Facebook page. Go there, sign up, tell them you like us or whatever you have to do to be part of it. Here was the question. Question of the day: to which part of your body would you most like a vuvuzela to be attached? Okay, that was the question of the day. To which part of your body would you most like a vuvuzela to be attached? Julie said, well, it wouldn't rhyme with Malva. Julie. And then we had Sean, would it rhyme with saint? Think about that one, everybody.
Yeah.
It is and it ain't, ladies and gentlemen. It is and it ain't. All right, here we go. Shane said he would like to have his vuvuzela attached to his Hubertus, naturally. For those of you, the uninitiated people, the Hubertus is, of course, the runny sore that one gets on their bottom. As you get a little older, a little bigger, you develop an aching, gross Hubertus. All right, Stacy said that she would like to have a vuvuzela attached to Uranus. I have to agree. Kind of a planetary vuvuzela. Peter says, Peter, WTF?
Come in. The door's open. Thank you.
Which room? Which room?
Red rum! Red rum!
Tell me! Mr. Gun, get up! Alyssa?
Who is she talking to?
I don't know.
Yes?
Hi, love.
Where are you? I've been worried.
I'm about 20 miles out of town. Listen, I've got good news about Kalishnikov.
What about Kalishnikov?
He's dead.
You killed him?
With pleasure. Why don't you head for Edcart's, and I'll meet you back at the hotel after I've cleaned up.
Yeah, I'll see you then. Listen.
I love you, too.
was I?
Superb, my dear. To be killed, like you said, with honor is indeed a pleasure.
What is that accent again?
Mission Impossible Ease. Why learn a language when a bad accent will do?
I shall repay in kind.
Well, that was too easy.
Yes, the guard was shockingly inept.
Good morning. You came to rescue me? One dinosaur chasing another, eh?
I suppose that's why we're here?
The diamond and my skill have brought us all together, yes.
I did my homework on your blueprint of the laser weapon system.
My compliments on your detective ability.
Detective ability?
And my compliments on your Barbie ability.
Barbie ability! Barbie ability! Thank you.
You see, with the Virbeck diamond and my laser, I can create a nuclear weapon. The combination of the two makes my knowledge invaluable to the one who controls its forces.
Dieter Eckhart?
I'm not sure. But whoever uses it can start
World War III.
Mr. Gold, at last we meet.
I'd love to shake hands.
I've been studying you during the last few days. You'll be fun to play with.
You better do better than your boys in the desert.
Oh, snap. Oh, no, he didn't. No, didn't.
I think you know my partner, don't you?
I heard you were dead.
You trusted the woman.
You fool. My dear Professor, I'm sad, but I must inform you that your most lovely daughter is now in our hands. This makes your continued cooperation essential. Take the girl to the mine and close-up shop. I'll join you later.
And leave you with Braun and the diamonds.
This trust is a very dangerous thing in a partnership. Take it.
Goodbye, Michael.
We have a tradition, Mr. Gold. I never kill an intruder before giving him a sporting chance. I knew you would appreciate that room.
I prefer not being added to your list of trophies.
Are dealing people and their vices. The need for power.
By people and power, you mean slaves.
My friend, you have always the right answer. I know exactly what you are thinking. You want me to stop rescuing that girl, right?
I intend to kill you and rescue the professor and the girl.
He really stuck the landing. Backbreaker, backbreaker, you broke my back. My spine went snap. Now I take dirt nap.
Do you know where the mine is?
I think so.
Come on.
Hey, everybody, back in the old nether ditch. Stop your vuvuzela.
You know what? It depends much more to me if someone is blowing a vuvuzela as to where I'd like to attach it. You know what I'm saying? On that individual perpetrating the blowing of the vuvuzela. You see where I'm coming
Go
from?
on, yeah, go on. I'm not quite under.
You know, I wouldn't attach it to myself. I'd attach it to whatever fool be blowing it. That's what I'm saying.
Where? What is... Dude, you just sprayed me. You sprayed me with more. The last time I took a shower, I didn't get as wet as I did just now when you vuvuzelaed it right at me. I'm telling you right now, the last time the dentist thing, when they put that horrible deal in there, it was one of the few times on my show. I wish I could put one of those little suck tools in there.
Mr.
You know what I mean? Mr. Thirsty. I call it a suck tool. He calls it a Mr. Thirsty. There goes the difference between Ned the Dead and Doc Moreau. Welcome to the dentist.
You must not fail, Zero M. This mission is critical. This is a most unusual weapon. It is specially designed for counter-espionage, for Agent Zero M. It's called the Zero M Sonic Blaster. This is why. It fires a massive blast of compressed air, and this tremendous roar is the actual sound. For training purposes, this special delayed action target comes with it. Get Mattel's powerful Zero M Sonic Blaster wherever toys are sold. Remember the password, Zero M.
Hey, everybody, we're back at the old Nether Ditch. Oh, I see that's coming up. I thought it had already happened. My space-time continuum is all messed up from that. What was it called again at the dentist? Mr. what?
Mr. Thirsty.
Mr. Thirsty. The suck tool. I tell you what, the dentist, the whole idea of the dentist, can you, when you really think about dentistry, it's a very unusual, it's an unusual arena. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my dentist, God love him, he's not a sadist, he's not a horrible, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Have you had any bad dental experiences in your life?
I've had a lot of bad breath
from my dentist.
Oh, have you? See, now they have to wear, they wear a full, when my dentist comes in, and I think it's maybe because of me, he wears a hazmat suit, a full hazmat. He uses tongs, he's got the gloves with the leather tongs, and it's...
In case you say hombre.
Hombre, what is up with you, hombre? Who is that? The hombre at the doorman. What is the hombre?
Oh, got it.
Marquita Roberta, you must not be doing this. We must help the Yankee, or we all will be killed.
Manuel, I have a plan.
You two, come with me. Fred! Fred!
Have you planted the dynamite in the mine? As you ordered. Good. Now, gather the slaves, put them in the mine, seal it off for good. We're leaving soon. Diamonds are a girl's best friend, I'm told.
Not this girl.
I suppose your friend is Michael Gold.
I suppose.
Good game. Better than beer pong.
It's time to make new friends. Since he's been dead for almost an hour. I like deadly woman. I like breaking them.
Brandon's gonna break you, bozo. You know, they're both pretty relaxed for two guys about to take on a whole army of bad guys. And that's just creepy. Hot, but creepy.
What does it mean?
They said they were closing up shop.
And killing the witnesses? Schweinhund.
Professor.
They have my daughter down there.
Go, Mark. Bertha, this is no way for a woman to act. I will take care of you.
Sтой, got chicken.
Hey, that's just over the line, Nazi.
Brandon's gonna get you now.
Hey, yeah.
Shot you, Biomac!
What to do, what to do. I could steal the diamond.
Or shave my legs. Shave my legs.
Come on! Let's get out of here!
You know, this movie's almost over, and these two still have no reason to be in it.
But she might get wet again.
Look out!
You idiot.
Guess who, jerkhole?
Your sense of timing is impeccable. It's just one of the many things I like about you.
I got something else you're gonna like. I'll take care of our little Russian friend here. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Wasn't he shot in the back?
Ah, little Neosporin, he'll be fine.
Amigos!
Alto, alto!
Amigos!
Amigos, amigos!
Can't be bitten by a woman!
Come on, come on, come on!
Uh-oh, Borgnine's on the board.
Get some.
Roberta, you must not be doing this!
Vamos.
Hey, party people, it's the Nether Dead Show. It's Doc Moreau. I'm Nether Dead. What do you think there, children? What do you think about that?
I like a movie with a little bondage in it. Myself.
You and I both.
And if
my
she gets payback later on, all the better.
Bondage with payback. It's kind of a nice, it's a happy ending. That's what they call that, my friend. Bondage with payback, happy ending is what they, I believe that's what they call it in the biz. You know what I'm saying? All right, I enjoy the attempt at the accent here where he's trying to say he can't be beaten by a woman, and he says, I can't be bitten by a woman. Can't be beaten. That is, see, this is the style. What is it called? The acting class inside the actor's studio? Or who was the famous method acting coach guy? Strasberg, is that what his name was? Was that who it was?
Yeah, one of them.
And one of those dudes, I think that's the way they taught it. I can't be bitten by a woman. I think B-I-T-T-E-N, I can't be bitten by a woman. And if you say that fast enough, it sounds like I can't be beaten by a woman. Here we go. I can't be bitten by a woman. I can't be bitten by a woman. I can't be bitten by a woman.
I know a place that's peaceful and quiet. A place where animals play. It's called the forest, but every year we start forest fires. A careless match or cigarette and poof, fire. So the next time you're in the forest, be extra careful, okay?
If you knew it was me, would you have listened?
Hey everybody, here we are back at the old end of the ditch. Look, part of the set just came apart. Did you ever use one of these things in kind of an unusual way? Have you ever? You know what I'm saying? Well, this is how you get yourself to tell the truth. You know, because I wasn't really facing up. No, I wasn't really facing up. What do you mean, who that is?
Mr. Bitey.
It's Mr.
Mr. Bitey.
No, I use this because if I'm not really feeling like I'm owning up, I'm not being honest with myself, I'll go ahead and attach that bad boy and I'll give her a small, you know what it's like, Ned, do you really think you feel that way? Oh, yeah, I do. I'm not really sure. Ned, do you really? No! And then you get to that point, and then it's time to head her in. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I know. These are neat, though. I never really learned, you know, I wasn't taught. I didn't have a Sawzall when I was a kid. That is nice, though. See, leave it to Doc Murrow. I use it as a self-peen tool. Doc Murrow uses it as some sort of horrible weapon. All right, everybody, we're going to get back to television because that's what we do best. Clearly, we don't do this very well, so let's get. Are these two still at it?
Dude, she's just not that into you.
Close the door! Down here, as you say. Mexican standoff, huh?
Shut up! Go! Go!
You Americans. Like in the movies. You kill me with your stupid...
I knew you could do it.
You did?
Didn't you?
I never really gave it much thought.
You mean you risked hitting me?
Professor, where are you going?
The African say my daughter is in the shack. Where's the shack?
Und weren't you shot in the back?
Yeah.
You go secure the vehicle. I'll take care of your daughter.
Secure the vehicle.
It was nothing.
Oh, wait! You're pointing that the wrong way.
Who are you?
Have you been out in the sun too long, my boy? You know who I am.
No, not you. The two behind you.
Oh, they are my two amigos. They stole our vehicle, and they almost ran me over. But there is my daughter.
I thought she was your daughter.
That is not my Liebchen. I have never seen her before in my life.
Let's just say I'm your guardian angel sent to look after you.
Prentice sent you? That dirty, no-good. And who are you guys?
This is Michael Gold.
See, Michael Gold.
I am Michael Gold.
So, how do you do, Michael Gold?
Whoa, they really layered on the stupid in this movie.
Oh, they troweled it on extra thick, Ron.
The old Nazi and the bulletproof vest trick. I hate that trick.
I was the agency's insurance policy.
Okay, but I owe you one. Let's get out of here.
Liebchen! My little Liebchen! Oh, my little Liebchen!
Appears you pulled it off, Gold.
Well done, Zephyr.
Zephyr?
You two haven't been formally introduced then.
Oh, no, we've met, but we're only now getting to know each other. When do I get paid?
When do we get paid?
Well, the good news is that the money's been deposited as usual. The bad news is that the both of you have to split it.
We are in a hurry to talk to the professor. You can organize yourself some transport, can't you?
But first, Michael, I want to thank you for all that you have done.
A pleasure, sir. I shall see you again.
Ernie likes it.
That's Mr. Bognine to you, foo.
I always liked his laugh.
Hey, boy. His laugh, not so much. Ugh.
What about Prentice and the other fellow?
I think they can find their own transport.
Damn!
It must have had an explosion-proof vest, too. suppose Wile E. Coyote survived that too.
Only if he had a brick wall-proof vest.
Come, baby.
Well,
Well, what?
do you have the diamond?
That depends on who's asking.
Well, whoever has it will have a strong bargaining position.
I got it.
But who's the rightful owner?
You're looking at him.
In the violence of the night, where you hear the siren scream, he only knows where he is going to. It's like a dream within a dream. His heart beats like a hammer, like the backbeat of a song, and the fire burns within him, and he knows he don't belong. He must be strong. He's a mercenary man. Mercenary man. Mercenary man. Mercenary man. Yeah, mercenary man. Mercenary. Mercenary man. Mercenary. Mercenary man. Mercenary man. Yeah, the fire still burns, turning wheels within a wheel. Only one thing is certain, there's the price tag on every deal. For the mercenary man.
Hello, Pelicans. How are you? This is the Ned the Dead Show. Doc Moreau, what do you think? Are you? I know.
No more blue dress.
No. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll buy you. We can head over to Goodwill and we'll see if we can probably buy you a whole bunch of blue dresses. You know what I'm saying there, Bill? You know what I mean? And then you can go off and just have whatever kind of day you need to have. Hey, we want to thank you people for watching. Make sure to tell your friends. Head over to our fabulous Facebook, Ned the Dead Show on Facebook. Like us, and we'll like you. And now we'll turn and enjoy each other's company, won't we? Because this is a lot of fun. Please, yeah, would you do that again? You go ahead and get that thing straight.
Thanks for watching Ned the Dead and Doc Moreau. Remember to check out their stuff at nedthedead.com.